En este video veremos parte de la historia de un simulacro de los ingleses queriendo conquistar Estados Unidos. Bienvenidos a un nuevo video. Le damos la bienvenida para ver algo de lo Historia, un simulacro de la historia de la guerra entre ingleses, franceses y españoles en tierras estadounidenses. Esto es complejo. Estos conflictos se desarrollaron a lo largo de los siglos. Estos enfrentamientos, a menudo interconectados, se debieron a la rivalidad por el control territorial, el comercio y la influencia en el continente norteamericano. Cabe mencionar que este conflicto marcó la lucha de las 13 colonias británicas por la independencia. Francia y España, motivados por el deseo de debilitar a la Gran Bretaña, intervinieron en apoyo a los colonos. La ayuda militar y financiera de Francia, en particular, fue crucial para la victoria de los estadounidenses y el reconocimiento de su independencia. Este conflicto enfrentó a Estados Unidos y Gran Bretaña, con algunas tribus nativas americanas uniéndose a ambos bandos. La guerra se desencadenó por las restricciones británicas al comercio estadounidense y las tensiones por la expansión territorial. Aunque no hubo grandes cambios territoriales, la guerra consolidó la independencia de los Estados Unidos y fortaleció su sentido de identidad nacional. Así que así le mostramos algo de esta gran historia. Es un pequeño resumen, porque esta historia es grande, pero aquí les dejamos un trozo de ellos.
French commander has now dispatched a group of French militia to harass the British artillery and also to harass the British on the hill. The British are moving down light troops, a combination of Highlanders and Rangers, to oppose the French militia. This is how many battles began in the period, with the light troops engaging. The point was for them to try and investigate what kind of troops they were going up against on the enemy side, what their strength was, maybe to inflict a few initial casualties. You'll notice that both the militia and the British Lights, Rangers, are kneeling, and there's a wide space between each soldier. The typical regular troops of the period would fight side by side in tight formations, standing straight up. By crouching down, you had a number of the enemies, a certain amount of the enemy's fire would go over the head. By opening up, a lot of the enemies, especially if they were volley firing, those volleys would go into the hole between the soldiers. So you can use a smaller number of soldiers to oppose a larger force. Also, the lights and the Rangers load and fire more rapidly than the regular British or French soldiers. Again, a smaller force to oppose a larger force of regulars. The French milice or militia were frequently deployed with the French native allies. They fought much like the natives, although in some circumstances they would also fight like the regulars. They were trained to do both. Their numbers were small. They were very effective for the kinds of combat they were asked to do. We see now the French commander has deployed his regulars toward the British center, trying to drive them from their hill fortified position. The British commander has now deployed his provincial regulars, Massachusetts battalion, between the skirmishers and the regulars. Center, and at the far British left, we have Grenadiers from the 60th and the 49th Regiment moving down to oppose the regulars. The Grenadiers were the biggest, tallest, toughest, meanest soldiers. Were basically used as shock troops. French had two types of regular troops. They had troops who were sent over from France to fight here in North America. They also had regular regiments, regular independent companies raised here in North America. The Compagnie Franche de la Marine, the independent company. Like the Rangers, were trained to fight in Native American style. They also could fight as typical regulars of the period, and just saying Massachusetts regulars, the French milice had withdrawn. British irregulars, Massachusetts regulars. Meanwhile, the Highlanders and the Grenadiers are taking up a steady fire on the French ranks coastal. The French commander has called for a ceasefire. Meeting with the British commander.
The artillery doesn't know.
That's true, because it would be in another spot.
Grenadiers, fixed bayonets.
They've been outmanned and outgunned, probably looking for a way to quit the field honorably, take their wounded with them, go off with the honors of war. It's up to the British to decide if they're going to allow this, or if they're going to keep pressing the issue.
The Brits were likely. It's not like the Brits were likely to do. Why can't no bird die? Forward applauding.
Well, it appears that the French have gotten satisfactory terms. They will be withdrawing. The British will be now firing a battalion wide. It's the entire massed muskets, one volley of a feu de joie, fire of joy. So you will be able to see the entire battalion fire at once. Now, one of the things you want to watch for with the feu de joie is you want one loud crash of all the muskets going at once. You don't want a lot of intermittent bangity bang, 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 bang.
See the French still have armor chest plate. At the time, the British were the most powerful control. Train company, the whole of India at the time.
You see the French have with them the Jesuit priest, the black robe. Of course, the Catholic faith at that time was technically illegal in England and England's possessions. The Jesuit priests were particularly not cared for by the New England units, such as you would have with Massachusetts and the Rangers who came from New Hampshire and other of the New England British colonies. Good volley. Except for that one guy. So compliments to the troops of His Most Catholic Majesty, His Most Christian Majesty.
Así finalizamos un video más mostrando uno de los hechos más históricos donde se involucraron ejércitos como los ingleses, franceses, españoles, algo que no debería pasar en ningún país, queriendo que se cumplan las leyes de otras naciones. Así que finalizamos un video más. Nos vemos en un próximo. Saludos.
Yeah, I thought I had it all, thought I'd never fall. The world was mine, I was standing tall.